Morning. Let's go for a little walk. This is just an unashamed stroll through Tenerife. No clickbait, no nothing, just stroll with me and we'll see where we end up. So, this is being filmed March 18th, March 19th actually, March 19th. Days are running away from themselves. Unfortunately, I'm only here for a short trip this time, but it's been fun, it's been good. I got plenty done. Got my bike hired, which I have to say was very sad to give it back, but kind of relieved. Actually, there you go. It's funny how vlogs develop. You start off thinking, I'll just go for a walk, and then something comes into your head. And that's why I find this quite therapeutic when I'm doing these vlogs. So, what did I learn from my trip on my bike? My misspent youth driving motorbikes. I drove motorbikes when I was much younger. Started off at 16, 17, driving little Honda moped scooters up through 125s up to a 500cc Kawasaki, and I loved every minute of it. And I suppose I was reckless, when I was younger, until I decided to grow up and get rid of the bike. And for some god unknown reason, maybe because I'm fast approaching the big 6-0. I'm 58 years old this year, much to my disgust. Hello, it's the cow back again. Yeah, so heading towards that dangerous, kind of bypassed the midlife crisis, I suppose, and jumped onto a dodgy 60-year-old one instead. So, hired motorbike for 4 days and spent my time flying up and down the Tenerife motorway. And yeah, it made me realise quite a few things. One, I'm not young anymore. Two, still get the same sort of thrill out of riding the motorbike. Still enjoyed it, but I realised I'm old. I realised I want to live longer, so I realised I'm not doing that again. And that's not to put anybody off, because I did really enjoy it. It was fantastic crack, it was great buzz. But yeah, I've kind of realised that when you're burying 120 kilometers an hour down a motorway and you get off and you realise that at any given time, I chuckled to myself because my beard was parted down the middle. I had this split parting down the centre of my face from the speed. And actually, it was actually odd because the amount of people that seemed genuinely concerned, apart from my partner, who obviously was concerned at the fact that the idiot that she's with decided to hire a motorbike. Considering I've crashed my electric bike twice, doesn't really bode well for her being concerned while I was on it. So it meant I had to check in every morning when the bike was finished. So I did my vlogs out in the sticks a bit. I would have to check in on the way back and let her know, okay, I'm there, I'm back in the apartment safe, bike is locked up, I'm going out now. And I'd head off and do my other bits, much to her relief. So yeah, but I was kind of surprised at the amount of people who were actually concerned outside of the obvious people, which was kind of I don't know, it meant a lot to me, I have to be honest with you, including people I work with and subscribers. I was getting advice thrown at me from everywhere, and genuinely I did appreciate it. So yeah, it was, I suppose, a strange realization when you make a decision about something. You don't realize that the decision you've made has massive implications to other people. And that's just an example. That's just one example of, I suppose, that realization. It doesn't have to be as reckless as hiring a motorbike when you're 58 years of age. It can be simpler things that some people just don't realize that what they say can have an effect one way or the other on some people. But that's life, I suppose. That's life. So we're down now, coming up to Vista Sur. The sun is definitely peeking through now. Clouds seem to have burnt off. It's still early in the morning. It's before midday and it's mid-January. So those of you who are watching, who are interested in the weather, and I know you all are, I know that's what you come onto these vlogs for, you need to find out what the weather's going to be like all year round. You need to know what the price of a taxi is from the airport down to Los Cris or wherever it is that you're staying. And trust me, they're all relevant questions. And hopefully, if you're stuck and you're not sure, go through my vlogs. You'll always find reference to them for future, or just as a FYI, about 30 euros. It will cover you for a taxi from the airport to most places. And there are unscrupulous taxi drivers here as there are anywhere else in the world. So it's not a unique experience to Tenerife. Just be careful, educate yourself before you get to these places, and you'll be fine. But on a lighter note, if you've any restaurant queries, put them in the comments, because I may have already been to those restaurants, in which case I'll refer you back to whichever vlog that they're in. And if not, I'm here probably, last year I think I was here 6 times. This year, slightly different. I'm here at the moment. Obviously, I was here at Christmas time and in January. I'm back again in August, and then I'm back in December again. Now, I'm not sure what will happen in between then. I've other destinations planned. I have Costa Blanca I want to do this year as well, so I'll run around there for a little bit and see what's going on there. So, yeah, for now, if you have any questions or any hotels or anything like that you want to have a look at, 1, have a look through my back catalogue, you'll find some of them. And 2, if you can't find them, just ask me. The next time I'm here, I'll poke my head into the hotel, have a little wander around for you, show you what's around it. Some hotels you can't get into. Most of them are quite happy to let you in, especially nowadays with social media. They know the benefits of social media, so a lot of them will actually bring you in and allow you to wander around. So yeah, just I suppose be respectful when you do, is my advice, if you are choosing to do this as a hobby or otherwise. So this little square here with the Sun King, Chucky's and Raimundo's. Now this, actually, I ate in Chucky's. I've eaten Chucky's 2 or 3 times, and someone recently told me they weren't overly impressed with it. Now, I can't slate them and won't, because I actually quite enjoyed it. Food was quite good. Pricey for what it was, but it wasn't bad. And the quality of food, it was hot. People are nice. Beer is cheap and cold. So the €1 pint has officially left the island, so to speak. This is where you will find not the €1 pint, but you'll find the €1.50 pint, which still is good value for a beer. No matter what you say, it's still good value. Sorry, I'm going to have to keep on talking. I know music in the background, but hopefully I can drown it out. So we're about to head up to the Golden Mile. I'm going to finish this up at the start of the Golden Mile, but that little square is lovely. It's a great spot for people watching. So if you fancy it, even just a nice cold beer, you'll get beer there from about €1.50 to €2 a pint, and the food in all of those restaurants is decent. As I said, some people have said to me that they weren't keen on Chucky's for whatever reason. I'm going to have to take their word for it, but at the same time, I can't slate it, because my 2 experiences there were quite good. So give it a go, make your own mind up on these things. And I suppose that's the thing with any reviews, or any food reviews or hotel reviews or whatever. It's always important to make your own mind up on these things. I'm only offering you one person's experience or one person's view on something. And I do try and not give negative reviews to anybody, because I don't think it benefits the restaurant. But I do think they need to get feedback. We actually had a situation in a restaurant recently where the food wasn't great, but it normally was fantastic. And I waited till the end and just politely told the owner what was wrong with it. Wasn't looking for anything taken off the bill or anything, just wanted them to know that it wasn't up to their usual standard, because their standards are very, very high. Won't mention the restaurant, because as I said, it's not relevant. But I do think you have to be honest with your reviews. So you'll find that with mine. I may score somebody, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever out of 10, but I'll give a reason why. And 9 out of 10 times It's not the staff. Staff are normally excellent. In Tenerife, I have yet to meet a bad member of staff. They just tend to enjoy what they're doing, and it shows in what they do. And you keep coming back for that as much as you will for anything else. So here we are, down at the Golden Mile. I'm gonna leave you here. See, the sunglasses are back on because the sun is out, and it hasn't been, as I said, weather was a little bit unpredictable this year. So if you're enjoying the content, hit the like, subscribe, bell for notification, and I'll talk to you all soon. So long.